Tonight's game day will feature the Fireballs and the Warriors. Up next, we've got the third division doubles matchup here, Inaki and Cabrera. Best team for the Fireballs this season. They are still undefeated, 7-0. They take on Correa and Nicolas, who've struggled in the second half of the season for the Warriors. We did see this matchup on Friday night as well, and it was a victory for Inaki and Cabrera. See if they can add another one right here over Correa and Nicolas. The serve is missed. The ace gets us started. Inaki and Cabrera on the board first. Backhand to the inside, pulled in there by Correa. Here's Nicolas now from deep in the backcourt. Hard throw coming up the middle. Cabrera keeps it on the left side. Here's Nicolas now from the 11 line, puts it inside. Cabrera backhand dropping low. Here's Correa advancing the backhand. Just out of the reach of Inaki, Cabrera advancing. This one back there at the 13 line. Nicolas higher and harder. Cabrera backs up. Softer touch on the bounce. Here's Nicolas. Wall to wall from the left side. Inaki gets out there, turns a rebote, coming up the middle on the bounce. Nicolas stops another one. Sidearm play. Cabrera advancing, not going to let it cross the sidewall. Out past Nicolas, though. Good catch behind him. Here's Inaki now up at the 8 line, drops it over the top. Crossing the sidewall. Here's Nicolas now. Good control in the backcourt. This one dropping low. Inaki's got it again. Right on the wall. Good grab by Nicolas. Here's the backhand. Inaki backs up. Cuts it off up at the 9 line. This one high and hard. Quarters the overhead screen. Correa pushed it outside. Cabrera wouldn't make the play. Ball missed. That is a point for the Warriors. Correa Nicolas.
Correa did a good job there moving the ball to the outside of the court. Obviously, for Cabrera, his left side is almost flawless. His right side's had some difficulty making those catches here throughout 2024 so far.
Cabrera keeps it on the left side. Low running backhand, scooped up by Nicolas. Higher and harder off the front wall. Here's Cabrera. Backhand drops a little low. Nicolas now on the bounce, just beyond the 10 line. Hard throw to the inside, picked off by Cabrera. Correa on the backhand. This one lobbed up. Here's Cabrera up at the 10 line. Powerful throw. Nicolas backs up, stops it in the air. Cabrera again, backhand. Correa reaching in, cuts it off up at the 7 line. Backhand, a little kick off the sidewall. Cabrera now, forehand. Dropping low to the inside. Nicolas controls it on the bounce. This one opens up to the middle of the court. Here's Correa, winds it up. Powerful forehand. Cabrera just out of the way. Inaki comes back for the rebote. Nicolas now up at the 10. High, hard backhand again. Picked off by Cabrera. This one dropping low. Correa, good control of the backhand. Stopped by Inaki up there in the front court. This one, powered wall to wall. Cutting back to the inside. Rebote played beautifully by Correa. Cabrera advances. Hard throw right in the corner. Not a lot on that rebote. Inaki puts it just above the pad. Correa runs around it. The forehand over the top. Cabrera scooped it up. Backhand. Hard to the inside. Nicolas now advancing. Up at the 9. Low runner on the wall. Picked off there by Cabrera. Rebote forehand. Inaki turns it high off the front wall. Backing up. Nicolas scooped it. High on the right side. Inaki again. Big backhand, not out of reach of Nicolas. Aggressive play, Inaki has it off the sidewall. This backhand will pass. Correa out there early, looking for the rebote, saves it to the inside. Just out of reach of Inaki. Cabrera forced to dig it out. It's a fall down rebote. Correa reaching up high, the forehand to the inside. Scooped by Cabrera. Backhand to the inside. Again, good catch there by Cabrera low. This one dropped up in the front court. Correa runs under it. The backhand on the wall. Little Kick, there's Cabrera. Nicolas there, just beyond the 11 line, drops it inside. Here's Cabrera, backhand. Nicolas wall to wall. Inaki backpedals into position, powers a rebote that died off the front wall. Nicolas forced to scoop it. Couldn't make the play. 2-1 lead for the Fireballs.
Neither team playing particularly aggressively. Well, I think everybody was a little taken back by that first match of the game day. I mean, I know I was. None of the players were as well. A high degree of enthusiasm back here. Mostly defensive play by all 4 players so far.
Backhand there from the 13 line. Here's Nicolas. Cabrera from the 12. He puts it inside. Nicolas there from the 10 line. High hard backhand. This one out of reach. Inaki comes back. Forehand rebote. Picked off by Correa. Softer touch on the backhand. This one by Correa. Nicolas on the bounce. Powerful backhand on the wall. Magic City bounce avoided Cabrera. Inaki makes a save. Inaki again, rebote this one with a bigger bounce. Controlled on the inside, here's Nicolas. This one past the Fireballs again, Inaki on the rebote. Nicolas now up at the 9, forehand, low and hard on the numbers. Good pickup there by Cabrera, hard backhand now passing. Correa alone for the rebote, makes a save to the inside. On the bounce, Cabrera's got another one. To wall from the left side. There's a rebote by Inaki. Big bounce on the wall. Picked up by Nicolas. Beautiful control. Here's the backhand. Stopped in the air by Cabrera. Cabrera back to the inside. Nicolas has it. Cabrera just out of the way of another one. Inaki lays up the rebote. Correa attacks. Forehand over the top. Caught off the side wall by Cabrera. One-handed catch by Inaki, comes flying in. Not going to get past Nicolas, though. Back there at the 12 line. His backhand got away from him. Up in the overhead screen, which is out of play. 3-1 lead for the Fireballs.
Cabrera did a good job of not getting hit with that ball. That ball comes off the back wall and touches him, and that's the end of that point. And not in their favor.
Running back in, picked off the side wall. Here's Cabrera. Under the inside, Correa leaping grab. Hard backhand into the corner. Cabrera's got it. More power behind this one. Nicolas has it right off the side wall. This one lobbed up out of reach. Inaki on the move, gets up there at the 7 line. Turns a rebote wall to wall. Nicolas ducks. Correa's got it. Inaki reaching in low. There's a powerful backhand out of reach again. Correa another rebote. This one power to the inside. Good catch by Inaki. Comes flying in there. Backhand, not past Nicolas, backed up to the glass. Hard throw on the inside for Cabrera. Correa over the top, forehand crossing and scooped up by Cabrera. Here's the backhand on the inside. Correa's got another one. Correa over the 7 line. There's a backhand on the wall, picked off by Cabrera. Well, runner Inaki calls him off, makes a save on the back end. Correa attacking again up at the 6. Goes for the high hard play. Cabrera runs around it, makes it catch on the left side. Here's Nicolas. Backhand from the 11. Off, here's Cabrera. Backhand to the inside. Cabrera's got another one. Hard throw. This one just out of reach. Correa now turns the rebote to the inside. Late reaction, and Cabrera's not going to get to that rebote. Second point for the Warriors.
Inaki and Cabrera have had some difficulty in terms of that nonverbal communication, where it looks like Inaki's going for the ball, pulls out at the last second, and Cabrera doesn't have his chest up.
Big backhand, this one out of the reach. Nicolas out of the way. Correa comes back for the rebote. Cabrera again, powerful backhand, this one a little lower. Nicolas has a play. Here's Inaki up in the front court. Big backhand up at the 9 line. That one passes. Correa looking forward on the back end. Turns it to the outside. Early call by Inaki. Makes a rebote save. Nicolas back on the inside. Powerful backhand. This one drops between the fireballs. Inaki has a rebote. Backing up. Correa scooped it. Hard throw. Inaki is back there. Powerful backhand again. Rebote from up at the 6 line. Turn to the outside. No play for Cabrera. Inaki trying to dig it out. That's in the pad, and the pad is banned. 3-3. Warriors have tied it up.
Correa appearing a little bit more aggressive up there in the front court. Definitely making some solid catches, and again, all his strength is there on that right side. One of the best forehands on the roster.
Big backhand opening up. Nicolas back on the inside. Correa turns the rebote. That's well placed. Great catch. Cabrera takes it right off the numbers. Rebote again out to the middle of the court. Power to the inside. High bounce. Scooped up by Cabrera again. Rebote forehand. To the inside. Here's Inaki into the 2-wall. That's too wide. 4 points for Correa and Nicolas.
Yeah, Inaki can't start feeling pressured up. A 2-wall is wide and sufficiently wide, too. He lands those pretty regularly and pretty accurately. Can't feel as though you need to kill the point. Just kill it.
Backhand, wall to wall. Here's rebote by Correa. Inaki, aggressive play. Quick backhand right to Nicolas there in the corner. Cabrera again from the 11 line. Backhand to the inside. Great catch by Correa. The backhand picked off by Cabrera. This one dropping a little lower. Correa again up at the 6 line. There's a backhand lobbed up. Cabrera keeps it in on the left side. This one out of reach. Nicolas calls for Correa to take it. He lays it up under the inside. Here's Inaki advancing. Big backhand. That is launched. Correa turns it to the outside.
Oh my, what a shot. That was spot on beautiful by Correa. We've seen him do it a couple times. He was at the side wall. Ball comes into his cesta for a forehand rebote. Seemingly a difficult forehand rebote, and he turns it into an offensive weapon, rifling that to the outside. It hits perfect. Look at this.
Yeah, look at quite the angle.
Drops
on
in,
this shot,
and look at this. Boom. Beautifully executed.
Here's Cabrera, hard backhand, stopped by Nicolas there in the corner. Forehand to the inside, Inaki. Wall to wall on the return. Correa up at the 6 line, lays it up. Good catch by Inaki, hard to the outside. The Philo gets by to score. Still going here in our opening set. Inaki, Cabrera have 4, still a possible set point for the Warriors.
Teams mostly trading points for those first couple points. Warriors stepping out in front off that beautiful forehand outside placement by Correa. Now Inaki apparently fired up.
Play serve, good catch by Nicolas, back beyond the 12 line. On the inside, not a lot on it. Inaki makes a diving save to keep it going. Here's Correa on the forehand, low and hard to the inside, backing up. Cabrera scooped it up. Nicolas up there at the 9, low runner again on the numbers, and that was juggled. Point and set. Correa and Nicolas take it 6-4, minute and a half up on the board. We'll come back and play set number 2.
So that set heated up. Started off mostly defensive, all 4 players, and then a bit more offensive. Inaki landing one just out of play with the one costado that he threw. One rebote save, a little bit of miscommunication. Inaki sent to the pad. Overall, decidedly good play. You're watching Battle Court live from the Magic City Jai-Alai Fronton in Miami, Florida. Here we are on the ESPN 3 players cage. You see Cabrera there in the foreground. Correa sitting just down from him.
impressed with the catching from Correa early on.
He played so hard, and his hair is still perfect coming out of the helmet. I don't understand
know
that.
how they,
Correa and Andrew, both of you with the perfect hair every time.
That's what they've been telling me.
100%.
Fireball's kind of playing into the Warriors' hand right there in terms of the style. I mean, rallying, catching one more ball than their opponent. I mean, nobody does that better than Nicolas on this roster.
Absolutely.
Correa was locked in. I mean, catching everything left and right side. I think really the thing that could change this matchup is Inaki up there in the front. He's the #1 player. Correa's the 5 for the Warriors. Inaki has to dominate that matchup if this team wants to come back and win the match. We saw one traditional kill shot attempt to the outside, the Philo, that got by. So maybe some more aggressive play by the Fireballs to begin this second set. But in terms of the rallying and the catching, Warriors were more solid in that opening set. 6-4. They took it. Backhand to the inside. Here's a rebote on the wall. Good save. Inaki advancing into the drop shot. Nicolas got there before the second bounce. Inaki waiting on it. Takes it on the bounce. Here's a forehand to the inside. The carambola juggled.
Wow. What a point. What a point to start things off here in the second set. It's a chaotic point. Sometimes chaotic points are fun. Not if you're on the court. See Inaki go to the inside. Look at Nicolas here.
I mean,
look at
Nicolas.
Look at this.
Maybe.
He just gets it in, flips it back, not looking as long as it made it. Then he turns around to see if it made it. Beautifully done. Inaki backpedaling a little bit, has time to scope out where his opponents are, puts it inside. Decidedly good effort by Correa, just bobbled around.
Nicolas handles in the backcourt. Hard throw to the inside. That passes Cabrera. Inaki on the rebote, keeps it inside. Close to the sidewall. Here's Nicolas now. Big backhand. Cabrera's got it. Well, runner close to the sidewall. Good pick up there by Correa. Backhand again on the numbers. Inaki got in there. Makes a good save. Correa on the forehand. The carom. Scooped up by Inaki. The 2-wall score.
That was just beautifully done by Inaki. So great, decidedly great shot by Correa. Again, we did not see him playing quite this aggressively in the practices earlier today. So look at this catch. Correa makes a great catch. Carom, 2-all, stopped on the costado of Inaki. Inaki, 2-all, beautifully executed to score. That's just a very pretty series of catches and throws.
Backhand passing again. Cabrera just out of the way. Inaki comes back for the rebote. Nicolas goes up the wall, and he's down with the ball. Rebote forehand for Inaki. Hard to the inside. Picked off there by Nicolas. The backhand. Going hard. Cabrera advancing. Correa from the 12 line. Picked off there. Here's Cabrera. The backhand. Hard to the inside. Passing Nicolas. Back there at the 13 line.
Ooh, off the tip of Inaki's cesta.
Inaki going for it, trying to cut it off. That one missed up in the front court. Point for Correa and Nicolas. They serve.
Just as a general rule, it's not a rule-in highlight, but just to make life easier for yourself when you're on the court. I know you're practicing these days, Andrew, so take this, take this as I mean it. Catch the ball above your waist. Those catches down around your knees are particularly tricky.
Hard to the inside. Nicolas there at the 10 line. Backhand. Stopped by Cabrera. A runner. Here's Correa up on the left side. Big backhand. Wall to wall. Rebote out to the right side of Inaki. He turns it powerfully. Nicolas backed up there to the 13 line. We'll kick off the sidewall. Inaki high costado. Hard throw up the middle. Here's Nicolas. Back to the inside. Cabrera backing up. He scooped it up. Hard throw. Here's Nicolas again. Backhand. Cabrera reaching in up there at the 10 line. This one is just launched. Correa on the move early. Gets out there. Powers it inside. Cabrera reaching in. There's a backhand. Nicolas now. Hard throw. Right in the corner. And that one's going to die, and it scores. 2 points for the Warriors. We're tied up.
Traditionally called a chula. Ball hits the crack in between the floor and back wall. Does not come out to be played on the rebote.
Well, under serve, second serve coming up. Rebote left side. Great catch overhead there by Cabrera, the backhand on the wall. Nicolas picks it up on the bounce. Forehand to the inside. Here's Inaki up there at the 9 line. Backhand, drop a little low. Nicolas has it off the sidewall. This one just does clear the overhead screen. Inaki stays with it. Forehand power to the inside. Nicolas out of the way. Correa lays up the rebote. Inaki has it on the forehand. High and hard, trying to get it to pass. He does. Little kick off the sidewall. Correa's got another good save. This one comes to the backcourt. Cabrera, the backhand. Towards the inside. Nicolas runs under it. Another backhand. Correa reaching in. Beautiful catch. This one opens up to the outside. Cabrera, forehand. Catching 3 walls. Nicolas lines it up. Turns it low and hard just above the pad. Cabrera gets back in there. Big backhand out, clearing the overhead screen. Correa all alone. Turns it to the inside. Inaki aggressively into the 2 wall. That's tipped. 3-2 advantage for the Fireballs.
It's very enthusiastic. We're closed to the public today, of course, but it's a very enthusiastic crowd of players we have out there.
I'll say. First match on.
I actually think that they're applauding for your announcing, by the way. More for your announcing. And
couldn't be.
Playing, I think, it comes second, but play on the court's been great.
Cabrera from the 11 line. Oh, runner inside. That's a great scoop by Nicolas. Hard backhand just out of reach. Inaki for the rebote, turns it high. Correa into the backhand. That's on the wall. Picked off there by Cabrera. Backhand dropping low. Nicolas now steps up. He's at the 10 line. The backhand stopped overhead. Great catch by Inaki. Here's the backhand wall-to-wall rebote. Forehand push to the outside. Clearing the overhead screen. Inaki makes a rebote with a big bounce. Nicolas controls it again. Low and hard on the return. Here's Cabrera, the backhand, hard to the inside. Stopped by Correa again. Inaki just does clear the overhead screen. Correa drops it inside on the bounce. Cabrera backing up. He scooped it up. Hard throw the inside. Nicolas up the wall, and he comes down with the ball. Cabrera there at the 12. Backhand. Picked off again. Reaching down low is Nicolas. This one on the wall. Rotate save by Inaki. Cabrera again, good body control, low runner just above the pad. Here's Nicolas now up at the 10 line. Hard throw, this one launched, comes shooting off the back wall. Inaki makes a save. Inaki again, this one above his head, drops it inside. Nicolas gets up there before the second bounce. Launches this one, this comes shooting out again, close to the sidewall. Inaki makes a good save. Here's Nicolas up at the 7 line. Hard throw to the inside, dropping low. Inaki comes back forward, digs it out. Big bounce. Here's Correa in the middle of the court. Forehand back to the inside. Inaki, great positioning, caught it in the air. Rebote forehand. Back to the inside. Good catch there by Inaki again. Keeps the pressure on. Rebote dropped inside. Kicking way up. Good catch there by Cabrera. Stays with it. Hard to the inside, this one between the Warriors. Nicolas comes out for the rebote. Inaki, high costado, clips, picked off in the air. Here's Nicolas, low and hard, back to the inside. Cabrera caught in the air. Here's the backhand. Nicolas is back on the inside to make the play. Inaki, big bouncer. Nicolas backed up there between the 11 and 12 line. He controls it right to the left side of Cabrera. Softer touch, no play for Correa. Here's Nicolas from the backcourt. Inaki, good aggressive play. Here's the backhand. This one passing. Correa all alone for the rebote. Pushes it up the middle. Inaki again into the costado. The split placement. Stop down the left side of Correa. Backhand lob back in. Here's Cabrera. Nicolas reaches overhead. Hard throw over the top. Crossing the sidewall. Cabrera's got another one. The backhand for Cabrera to the inside. Here's Correa to cut it off. The backhand opens up. Inaki calls him off. He turns the rebote. Well placed to the inside. Nicolas now. The backhand. Oh, runner. Inaki got back in there to cut it off. Hard throw. Not enough to pass. Here's Nicolas. Cabrera now low runner. Nicolas runs under it. Doesn't have to scoop it up. Hard throw to the inside. Picked off the sidewall. Cabrera quickly to the backhand. Nicolas calls him off on the rebote. He dropped it low into the pad, and the pad is bad. What a point. Inaki and Cabrera get it. They lead 4-2.
Don't know if Nicolas hooked that. I don't think so because there wasn't a lot of oomph behind the throw. Looks like he was trying to drop it in there, potentially a drop shot. Or just a, you know, not a drop shot, then just a gently placed inside placement, but either way, it caught the pad. But I have to point out that this is some of the best we've seen Correa play all season. He's been making catches on the left side, making the rebotes, a couple shots in there. Decidedly good effort there by Correa.
Great catch there by Inaki from up at the 9 line. Big backhand, picked off there by Nicolas. Inaki there up at the 8 line, high and hard. That one passes. Warriors looking for it on their rebote. Correa makes the save. Backhand, high and hard. Here's the rebote. Forehand, Correa drops it inside on the bounce. Here's Cabrera. Nicolas now from the 11 line, hard to the inside. Rebote comes shooting out. Inaki turns it. Backhand, low runner. Cabrera's got another one right off the sidewall. Softer touch. Correa reaching, and it's tipped. 5 points. The Fireballs going to take this match to a third set.
Inaki's definitely a bit more locked in the second set than he was in the first set. Cabrera's just so consistent back there with his catching, has been all season. One of the big surprises coming out of the 2024 spring draft. Didn't know how he was going to play. Didn't know he wasn't going to drop a ball on the left side.
Nicolas, low running backhand. Inaki, what a catch. Right on the numbers. That one was low. Rotate forehand, laid up to the middle of the court. Inaki on the bounce. Low and hard to the inside. Nicolas, what a scoop off the sidewall. Backhand on the numbers. Inaki leaping grab. Hard backhand, wall to wall. Correa looking for it. He gets out there, turns the rebote to pass. Inaki dropped that one low. Still going here. Correa and Nicolas, they have 3 points, and they serve.
I know the Fireballs have possible set point here, but a 5-3 comeback to finish off the set is something we've seen fairly regularly here in 2024. Let's see if the Fireballs can finish this off.
There's a backhand in the corner. Inaki there up on the left side. Big backhand, wall to wall. Correa comes out to the middle of the court, tracks it down, drops it inside. What a pickup there by Cabrera in the backcourt. Nicolas backing up, scoops it up on the right side. The forehand, hard throw. Comes shooting out again. Inaki turns it. Good pickup there by Nicolas. Big bouncer on the wall. Back to the left side of Cabrera. Nicolas there, back at the 13 line. Hard backhand coming up the middle. Picked off overhead. Cabrera backhand to the inside, backing up. Nicolas scooped it up. To the left side again, right on the 9 line. Oh, picked off there deep in the backcourt by Nicolas. What a catch. Nicolas now back up at the 13 again. There's a forehand to the inside. Stopped overhead by Inaki. Hard backhand. Here's Nicolas. Backhand to the inside. Right in the corner. Inaki on a knee makes the save. Big bounce. Nicolas backs up. Controls it on the forehand from the 11 line. Hard to the inside. Inaki reaching back behind him. His backhand is launched. Correa just does get out there. Drops it to the inside. Pick up by Cabrera. Low running backhand. Nicolas backing up. Scoops this one up on the left side. Inaki on the rebote. Goes controls it again. Backhand. Dropping to the inside. Cabrera controls it low. Hard throw. Nicolas is there again. Backhand. On the numbers. Good catch there at the 12 line. Backhand. Here's Correa now getting involved. Cuts one off. Inaki does the same. On the right side. Forehand high and hard. Nicolas out of the way. Correa right side rebote. Inaki comes cross court. The Philo will score for the set. Outside placement ends it 6-3. Minute and a half. We'll come back and play our third and decisive set.
So, first two matches for Battle Court today have gone to a third and decisive set on some intense play. Correa having arguably his best day. Cabrera doing a decidedly good job there in the backcourt for the Fireballs. Inaki warming up there in that second set. Nicolas doing what we always see. Nicolas catching and throwing consistently in the backcourt. You're watching Battle Court live from the Magic City Fronton in Miami, Florida. Here are some replays from that second set. Inaki makes the catch in the air. Boom.
Yeah, the Philo. Outside placement from the Costado. Just tipped.
Well done.
You got to move Correa around. I mean, he does his best work when he's on the inside portion of the court. I mean, he's been keeping the ball primarily to his right side. His catching on the left has been impressive today, but
that and the rebote.
Yeah.
I mean, the truth of the matter is that, you know, Correa's had some difficulties off the rebote.
Yeah, no doubt.
Throughout the season, I don't know that he's missed a rebote. I don't know that he's missed a rebote.
No. Again, this is an undefeated team here for the Fireballs, looking to advance with a win. That is, I believe that would make them 8-0. I think you see again, I mean, when they needed to get a quick point, Inaki shooting something to the outside, forcing Correa to scoop it up on the bounce. He's been catching well in the air. And different story when that ball is on the bounce. A little bit harder to control. See what happens here. Third and decisive set. Third and decisive set. Correa and Nicolas will serve. We begin with an underserve. Second serve coming up. Second serve is good. Backhand to the inside, pulled in there by Nicolas. Hard return, Inaki, great catch. Hard backhand follows. Correa alone for the rebote up at the 5 line, power to the inside. Cabrera ducks, rebote not gonna make it.
Inaki has been having a little bit of a difficult time gauging that ball off the back wall. He's called Cabrera off 3 or 4. That's the first one Cabrera's let go. They don't seem to be coming out as far as Inaki thinks they're going to, and I think that Cabrera's been reading that well.
Rebote, forehand. Correa makes a save, back to the inside, that one dropping low. Cabrera handles the backhand. Here's Nicolas. Rebote forehand, Inaki powers it to the inside. Nicolas there at the 10 line, the backhand opens up. Inaki reaching up high on the left side, big backhand now, Nicolas out of the way. Correa alone for the rebote. Cabrera advancing from the backcourt, back to the left side of Nicolas. He launches this one. Shooting out, Inaki turns rebote above his head, floating on the inside where it scores.
The value of keeping that ball on the sidewall cannot be overstated. It's also not that easy to do, but whether you're throwing it to the front wall and getting it to come back, you want it to come back close to the sidewall. If you're throwing a rebote, throw the rebote so it comes back to the sidewall. Whatever you have to do to keep the ball close to the sidewall just makes for very difficult catches for your opponents.
Cabrera runs around it, keeps that one on the left side. The low runner is scooped by Nicolas. Nicolas on the backhand. Picked off there by Cabrera. To the corner, Nicolas now up at the 10 line. Hard throw into the backcourt. Cabrera handles. This one opens up to the outside. Correa's got to get there. From the left side, he turns the rebote.
Good adjustment.
Inaki on the costado. It's a 2-all that opens up. Correa stops this one. Correa low and hard. Cabrera backing up. He scooped it up. The low runner return. Picked up on the bounce. Here's Nicolas now. This one lobbed up. Rebote. Forehand. Back to the inside. Nicolas again. Rebote again. Big bouncer. Inaki up there. Turns it over the top. Here's Correa reaching in. The backhand. Dropping low. Here's Cabrera. Backhand to the inside. Correa, good catch. Hard backhand. Gets into the backcourt. Cabrera's there. Rebote left side. Big bouncer. Ate him up. And that is tipped. Point goes to the Fireballs there. Midway through the point, saw Nicolas reaching low. I believe was at the right or left leg. I'm not sure which one, but he was reaching for something.
We know that Nicolas has an old injury, lower extremity injury. Don't know if this is new today or aggravating.
And he's taking the
With
cest
that
off
cest
now.
off, we need the 5-minute clock. This is an official 5-minute break. Injury timeout.
Oh, you see that ball just kind of skipped on Correa there. And you see him looking at the floor. Sometimes that happens. Yeah, he's going to take the full 5 minutes here. We're going to see. Don't know if there was a replay of what. I don't know if there was a replay of one of those throws, but it was after one, midway through that point, where he was just reaching low. He made that one-handed catch on the inside, wasn't moving all too well. And then right after the point ended, he took the cesta off, and it just didn't look comfortable. Again, in an official injury timeout right here, so he's got about 4 minutes left on the clock, at which point he'll have to make an official determination. Can he come back out, or will the Warriors have to substitute somebody in? They will have that option, though. Again, Nicolas is the 2, so you could replace him with Manny, you could replace him with Julian. Really not the worst circumstance here, as both the 3 and the 4 for this team are also backcourters, but hard to replace somebody of Nicolas's caliber. Correa making his way back out, Inaki as well, and it looks like Nicolas. We will continue on here. 2-1 lead for the Fireballs in our third set. Inaki and Cabrera serve to Correa and Nicolas. Yeah, one of the tougher guys on this roster was a few seasons back where Nicolas suffered a bicep injury, a right bicep injury, which is one of the worst you can have in highlight, and he was able to play through it. No surprise, he is back out here. 2-1 lead, though, for the Fireballs, continuing on with our third set. There's a serve by Inaki. Play continues. Nicolas there from the left side. Backhand on the wall. Picked off there by Inaki. The backhand. Stopped by Nicolas. Back to the inside. Here's Inaki up there at the 8 line. Powerful backhand. Wall to wall. Correa on the rebote. Turns it to the inside. Inaki into the 2 wall. That's too low. 2-2. We're tied up. Cabrera from the left side, low running backhand. That's right on the wall. Nicolas looking it out there. He turns the rebote. Late reaction, good communication. Cabrera picks it up. Rebote now for Correa. Drop just above the pad. Inaki aggressively on the forehand, low and hard to the inside. That one scores. The Fireballs retake the lead, 3-2.
Once again, we are in the third and decisive set of this match. We had a 5-minute injury timeout for Nicolas here in the backcourt for the Warriors with a calf injury or pain, not sure which, but he was able to get it worked out. We're back and playing.
Nicolas back there at the 12 line, hard throw to the inside. Here's Cabrera. Correa there up at the 7 line. There's a backhand. Rebote coming out. Rebote laid up by Inaki. Correa aggressively this time caught it on the right side. The carom doesn't open up enough. Inaki forehand hard to the inside. That's scooped by Nicolas right off the side wall. This one dropping a little lower. Correa out of the way. Nicolas from the backcourt. High hard throw. Back to the inside for Cabrera. Correa now reaching up high. Fake the carom. Drops it over the top.
Beautiful
Great catch by Cabrera overhead. On the bounce, here's Nicolas. Powerful backhand, wall-to-wall. Rebote up at the 7 line. Inaki turns it. It's it by Nicolas. And late reaction. Great catch by Cabrera. Nicolas again advancing. Backhand opens up to the outside. Cabrera on the forehand. Sidearm play. That's crossing. Backing up. Nicolas scooped it up. Rebote forehand. Play to the inside. Nicolas again. Good scoop. Again caught the corner. Here's Inaki going up for it just beyond the 8 line with a powerful backhand. Rebote now. Drop back to the inside on the bounce. Here's Cabrera. What a catch by Correa. Took it right off the sidewall. That's on the numbers. Cabrera's got it. Correa reaching up high on the left side again. The backhand. Stopped by Cabrera. A run to the inside. Correa reaching in for a 3rd time. Another good catch. This one opens up to the middle of the court. Nicolas on the forehand. Hard throw over the top. Crossing again. No problem for Cabrera. Or now from the 12 line. This one dropped a little lower. Correa steps in there on the forehand. Low and hard. Scooped off the sidewall by Cabrera. Goes again, another backhand. Stopped on the left side of Cabrera. This backhand just out of reach. Nicolas looking to get out there. Turns the rebote to the outside, but it's outside the court. 4-2 lead for the Fireballs, Inaki and Cabrera.
Really important couple points here for the Fireballs, if nothing else for, I hate to use the word team spirit, but I mean, that's exactly what they need. To be able to put 2 straight match victories under their belt would be huge for this expansion team.
Nicolas back there in the corner. Hard throw, just out of the way. Inaki for the rebote. Big bounce. Nicolas backing up, controls it on the forehand. Sidearm play, crossing the side wall. Inaki aggressively takes it off the numbers. Rebote forehand, pushed up the middle. Cabrera keeps it on the left side. There's the backhand. Picked off there by Nicolas. Correa reaching in again. There's a backhand on the wall, picked off by Cabrera. Backhand dropping low. Nicolas backing up. Nice scoop. Powerful backhand. Stopped by Cabrera. A runner again. Nicolas up on the bounce just beyond the 10 line. Hard throw to the inside. Rebote comes out. Inaki lays it up. Correa attacks. Lets it pass to the backcourt. Nicolas puts it over the top. Inaki in perfect position. Here's a powerful backhand on the wall. Laid up. Here's Inaki up at the 4 line, goes for the high 3-wall play. Nicolas overran it, turns it from the right side, and it's on the wall to score.
What a play by Nicolas.
What an effort.
Play by Nicolas.
What a throw. The Warriors cut the deficit to just 1.
Little hard to explain what happens here other than you see Inaki placing it in that sweet spot that so many guys score at. Nicolas reads it perfectly. I think part of this mess up here for Inaki is the spin on the ball is completely different because he threw it with the right side.
And right on the wall, too.
100%.
Inaki Into the drop shot. Nicolas takes off. Oh, my. Both Warriors there. Neither come up with it. Ball tipped by Correa. That is 5 points. Inaki and Cabrera have a possible set and a possible match point. Yeah, that just can't happen here in the third set. I mean, Nicolas taken off.
We've seen this before, specifically with these two players. Someone call it. Someone call it. You can drop it. Just call it. If Nicolas has the play on it, call Correa off. If Correa's got the play on it, call Nicolas off.
Backhand to the inside. Good catch there by Cabrera. Correa up at the 7 line. Forehand, Luan hard. Inaki got there in the air. There's a backhand. That one's going to pass. Correa all alone for the rebote. Makes a save. Pushed it to the outside. Cabrera again runs around it. Big backhand throw. Stopped overhead. Here's Nicolas from the 12 line. Power to the inside. Inaki has it overhead. Here's the backhand. Dropping to the inside. Nicolas now from the 12 line. This one passes. Inaki has the rebote. Big bounce. Nicolas reaching up high on the right side. Forehand thrown high off the front wall. It's coming back out to Inaki. Nicolas now at the 9 line. Hard throw to the inside. Cabrera scoops it up. Hard backhand. Stopped overhead. Nicolas now outside placement attempt. Scooped up by Inaki. Inaki low and hard back to the inside. That will score for the win. Point, set, and match. A hard-fought match. Going to the Fireballs, Inaki and Cabrera in 3 sets, winning the final set 6-3.
You are watching Battle Court live from the Magic City Jai-Alai Fronton in Miami, Florida. Here is the game day scoreboard brought to you by DraftKings. You see 3 points for the Fireballs, no points for the Warriors. Not something we're used to seeing here in Spring Battle Court 2024, but well earned by the Fireballs. Total points for all the teams there you see along the bottom. 58 points for the Warriors. 54, Renegades, Chargers 53, Devils 46, Cyclones 35, and 29 points now for Fireballs. Singles match, the only singles match of the evening is up next. But before we can move on to that singles match, let us hear from the winners of our last match, Inaki and Cabrera of the Fireballs.
Right, Inaki, Cabrera, congratulations on winning that match. You guys are undefeated at 8-0. What were the keys to victory tonight, knowing your opponents were coming out fired up after that tough loss on Friday?
What was the question? Sorry, I can't think.
So what were the keys for victory tonight?
The key, just catch one more ball than the other guys. Those guys are tough, and they proved it again because we had a tough match on Friday night, so it was just catch one more ball to those guys, limit our mistakes. We made a lot of mistakes this match, which is probably the most we've made all season. So to be able to get the victory after all those mistakes, we just feel really good right now.
Same.
And I know he feels the same.
Well, guys, again, congratulations on winning the match. Congratulations on remaining undefeated. Let's see what else happens today.
Thank you. Let's go Fireballs.